Make sure you guys smash that subscribe button if you guys are fans of the content being posted onto this channel to always be in the loop with more content similar to this, and be sure to hit the video up with a like if you're enjoying the content. And with that being said, let's begin. With the Avengers Endgame movie now officially in the history books, today we're going to be covering some very interesting comments being made by the Avengers Endgame directors, the Russo brothers, as the Russo brothers further go on to confirm the fate of Captain America going forward within the MCU, as the Russo brothers confirm that there will be no more Steve Rogers going forward in the MCU, and that Chris Evans, the actor, has, quote, emotionally moved on. As of course, the Russos went on to state, and I quote, "No, I think that Chris Evans is a very emotional person," Joe Russo explained. "I think maybe it's evident that if you follow him on Twitter, because he does put his heart into what he does, but I feel like he has to close the door on things and emotionally move on to the next thing." Added Anthony Russo, "There are no plans. I think for now, he's emotionally moved on, and yes, it's concluded," says Joe Russo. So Captain America's fate had been ultimately decided by the end of the Avengers Endgame movie, as of course Steve Rogers had not only given the shield to Sam in passing the role of Captain America onto the Falcon, but also going forward there could be a small chance, inevitably down the line, if Chris Evans ever decides to return, for Captain America to still be incorporated within the MCU, and that's solely based on the evidence having to be shown within the upcoming Spider-Man movie, as of course we know that the upcoming Spider-Man movie is going to introduce the concept of an actual multiverse within the MCU, which means in turn we can see different characters, or more or less the same characters from different timelines, different dimensions, different points in history possibly return if needed against a very powerful enemy down the line if the Avengers ever choose to do so. And this opens up the doors in not only seeing the Falcon take the role of becoming the next Captain America, but also getting another Steve Rogers involved in the mix if Kevin Feige wants to ultimately do that as the MCU continues. But going forward in 2019, 2020, 2021, and 2022, there are absolutely no plans of having Steve Rogers return for any film being incorporated within the MCU for the foreseeable future. And with that being said, the Avengers Endgame writers even said that it was always the plan for Steve Rogers to be the father of Peggy Carter's kids, as they went on to state, and I quote, "It was always our intention that he was the father of those two children," Stephen McFeely reveals, explaining that Steve Rogers was always meant to be the man in those photos by Peggy Carter's bedside in Captain America: The Winter Soldier. But again, there are time travel loopholes for that. It does introduce the idea that there are two children who have somewhat of a super soldier DNA. So at this point, anything can happen going forward in terms of introducing new concepts, new ideas, and of course by giving Captain America some space in allowing other heroes to be introduced. What they could ultimately end up doing here is building towards the Dark Avengers or Avengers Secret Wars by adapting different concepts and ideas for specific characters going forward. But in terms of the original Steve Rogers Captain America character, that role for that specific character and actor has come to a conclusion. But does that ultimately mean that this is the end of the Captain America character? Absolutely not. As seen before, we understand that Samuel Wilson in the comics does become the next Captain America. So as we continue to go forward in the MCU, the next Captain America is in fact going to be Falcon, Samuel Williams. But again, I want to get your thoughts in the comment section below. Is this the proper way in writing off the original Captain America character? Is it best suited for Captain to stay away from the MCU and passing the torch along to another person? Or do you guys think at some point we will see Steve Rogers return at some capacity within the MCU to assist the Avengers in their battle against the very powerful enemy? I want to get your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you all so much for watching, guys. Once more, if you guys have missed out my second and first video on the Russo brothers having to reveal reveal that Tony Stark's original idea with Ultron was correct, and the Russo brothers having to go more in depth with Thanos' weapon against Captain America's shield, then be sure to go on ahead and check those videos out. Thank you all so much for watching, guys. Once more, if you guys are new to the channel, don't forget to go on ahead and smash that subscribe button. Give this video a huge like and thumbs up if you guys are fans of the Avengers Endgame movie and Marvel as a whole. Thank you all so much for watching, guys. Once more, tune back in for the next video, and I'll be seeing each and every single one of you guys down in the comment section below. Have a great day, everybody. Peace.